Okay. Notice is hereby given.
The time,
It is
35.
6:35. Notice is hereby given that a regular meeting of the Animal Control Advisory Committee of the City of Sandy Oaks, Texas will be held at City Hall on Monday, January 24, 2022 at 6:30 PM at 22870 Priest Road, Sandy Oaks, Texas. All agenda items are subject to action. The City of Sandy Oaks will provide a live stream video and telephonic access of the meeting through the link given. The meeting ID is 671-779-3635 or by dialing to any of the following numbers given. When requested, enter meeting ID. Again, same one. Okay, call to order.
We don't have to do a quorum call, but you can call the meeting to order at 6:35.
Okay, I call the meeting to order at 6:35. Pledge of Allegiance. I'll stand. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Citizens to be heard.
So for you, I take mine off. Y'all were not doing it.
Well, that's why I'm at the back. Nobody saw it. It wasn't even on the camera. Any citizens to be
Citizens
heard?
to be heard. I know of no citizens that wish to be heard,
Okay.
and I see none here. Announcements. Penny Pause was last Saturday, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
And it was I consider it a big success. There was quite a few people there. The weather was real windy, but it was a good turnout. And I appreciate all the people in town that took the time to do what's right for their animals.
With regard to that, I think I mentioned to you previously that the doctor left early. They were
Yes.
only here for 2 hours. And they left 15 minutes early, and there was somebody who had been waiting
Right.
and was not able to get their animal vaccinated, and they were not happy.
I don't blame them.
So I see Michelle is on the call. Michelle, can you offer any insight into their scheduling and any particular information that might be helpful? You're muted. There you go.
Well, I just know that she had said that they just wanted to go for 2 hours for the winter season because they don't get that many people don't show up because of the winter, the holidays and stuff. But as far as the doctor leaving early, I didn't know nothing about that.
Okay.
I will.
I'm
Well,
okay.
I mean,
I'm okay with
What-
the hours because they were pretty busy. It's pretty steady.
uh-huh.
But they're going to be there for 2 hours. They need to be there for 2 hours.
I will follow.
Okay. I know that they were short on doctors
Yeah.
too, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't recall her saying anything. I didn't even know that they left, but I can ask her what happened.
I would think at least if they do need to leave early, they need to, or the doctor, they need to see who's left in line and what the
That needs
services
the
are.
doctor.
Exactly, and bump them to
Yeah,
the
bump
front
them up.
before they leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know the reason why they left. But anyway, that was an issue.
Michelle, did you, no, never mind. Who was it that was doing the chip and clip?
That was Lynette.
Lynette. I don't know if she stayed till noon or
She did.
she
Stayed
did.
till noon.
Okay, good.
Actually, she stayed till about 1:45. Nobody was there, so I turned her loose.
I didn't think so.
I
Okay,
know Penny Paws did ask for in February to come twice. I think it was oh my gosh. I had to check the email. Let me see.
I mean,
But I said
we could
I
certainly
would
accommodate them twice a month. That's not a problem, but we just need to make sure the
they're
time.
there.
Yeah, and that they're there. And,
Yeah.
and 2 hour window, to be honest, I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either.
That's plenty of time.
Okay, she was asking about the February 5th and the 19th.
Did
Pen, what'd I do with it?
you lose your pen?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
And then also too, she keeps on reminding me to let everybody know that they do offer discounts to city and volunteer employees. So it's 20%.
Did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
February 5th is a Saturday and the 19th. So yeah, the 19th for sure, because that's our monthly. But if they
Yes.
don't come the 5th, we'd have to get the word out here pretty quick. Because that's
Yeah.
not this weekend, but the following weekend.
Mm-hmm.
If you can confirm that they will do those dates, for sure, we'll get the message out.
Okay.
That work, John?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I guess, are we through with that? Announcements? Okay. Number 5, presentation of monthly animal control report by Dalton Ellis.
Alrighty. So we can start with intake first, or which one do you guys want to start with first?
And those on the call do not have these, I do not believe. And do we have electronic version? that we
No, I can start
share?
providing though.
Yeah, if you can do it electronically, then I can always show it on the screen.
Yeah, we can definitely do
We'll
that.
just talk through it.
So we can start with intake detail report. So we had 2 dogs intaked so far this month. One was Zima, which was a dog found at the Dollar General that was returned to owner today. And then the other one was Lexi, which was actually a 6-week-old little puppy that was found in somebody's front yard. She was vetted and everything, and she also left to a rescue. So she is no longer here as well. Animal
That's
inventory.
the only animals you've taken in this month, in January?
January.
Yeah,
Sick.
this month, yeah.
Wow.
And then animal inventory, we have in the foster home Bandit. And then Zima's on here, but she is not in the inventory. She left today at 4:30. This is incorrect. That's the only one that is incorrect. Mona is here. Trey is here. And then also Kylie, Toby, and Porky is the potbelly pig. Hopefully he is leaving very soon. We're working with a rescue to try to get him out of here.
Mona,
Yes.
she the one with the green eyes?
I believe so. The white and brown,
Yeah.
the pointer mix. Mhm.
No, not the pointer. She looked more like a pit to me.
She's probably pointer pit. I'm not sure if green eyes though.
She drop off me.
She was the one that was abandoned at the property. The owner left her and left state.
She's a
Both of
beautiful
those?
dog.
She is beautiful,
Both of those dogs?
very pretty, very very playful.
Yeah, so quick question.
Yes,
We-
ma'am.
We talked about this before, that we were gonna do a 2-week.
Mhm.
And I know some of these dogs have been in custody, like Mona's been with us since
Yeah, I didn't know if we were gonna.
November.
Yeah, I know we talked about it and we put it into place. I didn't know if we were gonna implement that or how we want to go about that. I definitely can,
I
but
hate to
yeah.
do that, but I don't,
unfortunately, yeah.
we've got to find a way to move these, whether it's adopting here.
So on that topic, adopting, I did have one adoption application recently come through. I spoke to him. Some weirder conversations. I definitely didn't get too well of a vibe. And as soon as I mentioned that the animal had to be spayed, it was out of the question. So because he has an Alaskan Husky that he wants to breed.
No, he doesn't.
So
No,
Wrong, wrong answer.
so yeah, that ended. So, but if we can, I can start looking
I have a
into,
question.
yes.
Mona has been with the city since November, is that correct?
November 19th.
August.
No, that's
November
August.
19th.
Sorry. August.
There's a
In
bunch.
August.
Yes.
Would y'all consider having her as like an office dog?
We've had so many that have come through that would make good mascots, if you will.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how you pick one.
Yeah, there's
Out of
definitely,
the bunch.
there's plenty of candidates.
There's plenty of candidates.
Okay.
I mean, her being here since August, holy moly, that's
Where
6
does it
months.
say that on here?
Yeah, so Trey, Mona,
Oh, right here.
Trey, Mona,
This one.
Kylie, yeah, Trey, Mona, and Kylie, all those animals were picked up for my transition. into
We've
the
had
facility.
Toby since April.
No,
No,
That's what it says here.
That's date of birth.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm
no.
looking in the
Okay.
wrong column.
Yeah, it's a good
Holy moly.
time.
no,
to
we've
get-
had
August
Toby
and
since
September.
early December.
Intake, okay.
Yeah, December 9th.
Intake, January there, August for Mona. September for Kylie.
Yeah, Kylie's been here a while.
Also
So
has,
on these animals that are being abandoned like that, are we doing anything about that?
About them being abandoned?
I mean, that's against the law.
Well, it
You can't just
is, but-
leave and
but
leave your
you-
animals.
So Mona,
Oh,
Okay.
you mean the
So-
lady who, or
This is
whoever
a lot.
left?
so with Mona,
So
there
for
was
instance-
criminal actions taken, but it got dropped. So
The district attorney or the, or
This
our
one has
court?
no
Is that him?
name.
I
or
believe the
number.
district
Oh,
attorney.
maybe it's on the other page.
because it was it was higher than what we
Yeah.
see here.
So it wasn't a class C. An
No,
abandoning
yes,
an
we were
animal,
talking about.
abandoning an animal is not a class C.
No,
It's
I'd have to
something-
get the actual class, but it's not a class.
So only class C is handled in our court. Anything else has to go to Bear County. That means the district attorney has to accept it.
I believe they consider it a form of animal cruelty. So once it goes there, it's kind of out of our hands. With this new law into place, hopefully hopefully there's a little more.
How socialized are, let's say, Mona and Trey and Kylie and Toby?
So they're all very socialized. They all, I don't put males together in the facility just because that's a bad
Right,
idea. But Toby, Kylie, and Mona, they all go out and play together and they all get along great. I've had no issues. And then Trey, Mona, and Kylie go out together and they've had no issues whatsoever.
So the reason I'm asking is maybe at the Penny Paws event, if we could do an adoption type, at least a meet these 4
Meet and
dogs. A meet and greet, yeah. If that would bring people down there, they have to have handlers.
Yeah.
Each one will have to have a handler, so that's 4 handlers for 2 hours to, walk them and introduce them. And it might be a good
Sure.
being able to kind of get a better picture of how socialized they really are.
Yeah.
Because there'll be other dogs.
Well, you have to be
People coming
careful,
up.
though.
Well, you do, and that's what I'm saying. It
Yeah,
would
there'd be 24/7 supervision and all that.
Cause we have,
We've had a bad
We've had
incident down
issues.
there.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
people are not being careful about keeping a distance, you don't know.
Or even they do, there's a lot of private events like at farmers markets and things like that, where maybe we could just take one dog with a volunteer or work something out. Or take one dog and
check
get
with,
exposure.
Like PetSmart.
Yeah, like
do
those
adoption
adoption events, if I can
events.
maybe tag along into one of those or
But I think
something.
we need to advertise. We need to let people know, because like when I go look at the website, in fact, I'm gonna go right
Yeah.
now. Let's go back over.
Yeah, definitely
here.
more exposure would help a lot, I believe.
And as long as they are correctly tagged in the system. So here, let me go back here
I would put it
Yes.
on the front page, events.
The animals that are currently in with us at the city, are they not fixed, although all of them, or is it just one that's fixed, or none of them are fixed?
None of them.
They
None of
typically
them are
come in
fixed.
unfixed.
They could, okay.
It's
Um,
Trey that I'm thinking of, not Mona. It's Trey that's beautiful.
Yeah, he's
So-
beautiful and he's a good boy. He's a great dog.
since we're wanting them to be adopted, is it possible to fix them and then charge the person, the one who wants to adopt them, that fee, like how Animal Care Services does? I think it's like $84 or however much it is to fix them. I mean, I have 2 Shih Tzus and I don't even remember how much they are to fix, but so you know that they are going to a good home or considering into fostering them.
We have a very difficult time. We have a few fosters, and I will never name them by name because they will be bombarded with people wanting them to do something. But we do have a handful of fosters who help out.
Mhm.
But trying to get more people engaged, it's just that the interest is not there.
Don't
The-
we have a policy that when you take a dog from our facility, you have to sign paperwork that they fix them?
Yes. And so
Vaccinate
Jacqueline, I
them,
understand what you're
chip them.
saying about getting them fixed and everything. Here's the challenge. In order to get them fixed, this dog here, Trey, would be $65.
Mhm.
65 to 80.
Yeah. And there's
Mhm.
still no guarantee that that dog's gonna find a home. The other side of that is for $65, that dog can be put down.
Mhm.
So there's no point in fixing an animal that potentially we're gonna end up having to euthanize because we don't have space or a place for it to go. But I think we need to work really hard at advertising these animals. Do you post these on the Facebook page?
I haven't. There's been links on there, but I can start routinely
This-
posting it. Yeah.
Just like this. I
Okay,
would like these.
You can
Picture-
put a bandana on them.
Well, and if you can get them out of the cage,
I was thinking some YouTube videos of people interacting with them like me or you or.
well, I will tell you, Priscilla did a really good job at one point with staging the animals. She had blankets out and toys and had them laying and they looked, seeing them in a cage like this is not
No,
necessarily good. You
Looks
want
like
to
a
see them
criminal. yeah.
in a different way.
Not enticing.
It's not enticing. But maybe y'all could work on that and get some better pictures.
Yeah, pictures and videos. I think they're that website handles videos as well. So
Perfect.
little 30
Yeah,
second
while
clip.
they're out running around and show how they
Playing with
behave and
other
like you
dogs,
ca-
yeah.
Exactly. I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
that would be good. Now, how do I go back? There we go. And this is Toby. This poor little girl.
That's Mona. That was the one that was abandoned.
That's a terrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does the whole pointer thing and everything.
Terriers are great dogs. That's
She's
what
beautiful.
mine
They're
are.
diggers.
I know they are.
Yeah.
And she listens. She goes right back in the kennel when she's done. And
And this one here is another beautiful dog.
yep, Kylie.
Yeah. I cannot comprehend. I just can't. And Bandit is currently Bandit is available to adopt, but is in
In
foster. Perfect. Okay. And when we get into the shepherds and the, how do you say that other one?
The Belgian Malinois.
Yeah, this one. Have you reached out to the canine training? Yeah,
The
there's a-
Belgians, the dark-haired ones that the police and military use. for
So-
Yeah,
shooting.
they're heavy in military.
There is a group that it should be in your Pet Point contacts.
Out of Lackland or?
No.
No.
It's a canine something or other, but
I'll look.
they take, we always would offer them because they train them for police dogs.
Yeah, and they're young. She's young.
Yeah.
So she's very trainable.
So reach out to them, look through your contacts.
Yeah, I'll go
It's
ahead and
called
look through everything.
K9 something or other. I can't
Okay.
remember what it's called.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and look at that.
Yeah, and then reach out and let them know. And again, pictures and videos outside of the cage would
Yes,
be
yes.
better.
I'll get that done.
There's a veteran group. Well, there's several veteran groups that they do the trainings for as therapy dogs.
Right.
Yeah, I think therapy dog would be good.
I think therapy dog would be great.
I think Trey would be a great therapy dog. I reached out to a group called Pits for Patriots,
Mhm.
but they're currently full. So, yeah, like everybody else.
That's the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trey's he's a love bug. He would go
He's
to a
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful little dog. That picture does not do that dog justice.
No.
I think that's the one that I felt was the most friendliest when I was there. They were running loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
But
an
he's
awesome
got
guy.
beautiful green eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very, very sweet dog.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Stop sharing that.
Are we done with the, we did
Well,
the
you didn't go-
inventory, we did the
We
intake,
didn't do outcome.
outcome.
Outcome. So Twinkie, he was in foster with Catherine. Catherine decided to go ahead and keep him, so that is her dog now. And then Lexi is the 6-week-old puppy that went to the rescue.
And you got the information on which rescue?
Yep, you sent to me. Yes, ma'am. And then Dexter, right there.
Took a nap.
And then return to owner. Zima, which is actually she was found at the Dollar General. That was one we talked about earlier.
Right.
And then Tank, which is actually Valentino. He's the one that went earlier this month.
A bulldog?
The New Jersey dog.
Oh.
That was in January, so it came in before, yeah.
yes. So you want to tell the story without mentioning any names or anything? Because
Yeah.
this is a really good story about
Yes.
microchipping.
Yes,
He
definitely.
went to long distance owner.
No, let him tell the story.
So Tank, but Valentino was actually his name. He was found in in our city park, sitting on a bench, what I believe to be dumped.
On top of the picnic table.
Yeah, on top of a picnic table. Yeah, so and
There's
he
no
was a
way he
pretty,
got up there.
pretty short little guy, so there's no way he got up there by himself. But he ended up having a microchip, and that microchip led back to his owner in New Jersey. That his ex-wife ended up stealing his dog and brought him to Texas and dumped him here. So the microchip led him back to his long lost buddy.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
when Dalton finally got in contact with him, the guy was
oh.
my Yeah.
overwhelmed.
He was in tears. I have hundreds of pictures and videos from back before when he had him in New Jersey.
And
running
they
through the
rented a
snow.
car and drove down
Mhm.
here and picked that dog up.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, we were thinking about flying, but he said, nope, I'm just gonna drive and come
Oh,
get the
that's
dog.
wonderful.
Take vacations. with the dog.
Microchips do work.
Yes, they do.
Microchips do work.
Thousands of
Do
miles
work.
away.
Exactly.
That's why, I mean, people can't ever discount that.
No.
I found a dog here in the neighborhood and it's been several years and took it to get it scanned. And it came from a home somewhere out by SeaWorld.
Mhm.
And the people, I took the dog and met the people and they were just thrilled to have the dog
Oh my
home.
gosh, it makes you
And
wonder, how did he?
People, you know, if it was stolen or it got loose and somebody picked it up and then they decided they didn't want it and just left it. So anytime, you know, a
Yeah.
dog is found, it doesn't necessarily mean it's, you know, our area or
Yeah,
that
exactly. That
it's
dog
not
could be
wanting to be,
from New Jersey.
yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
So that
It's a
was such a good
Jersey
news
thing.
story.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
really.
awesome.
Okay.
That is good story.
Let's move on to, thank you, Dalton.
yes, thank you.
Very good. Number 6, discuss and/or possible action on active and inactive committee members. My email list includes the following. Dalton Ellis, Julie Ramirez, Mickey Ball, Jacqueline Guerrero, CJ Walker, Lynette Fittersfield, Jennifer Puente, possibly, and Michelle Hessler. So is there anyone I've forgotten? Anyone? There was some other name that came up in an earlier meeting that's inactive.
Lori Cherry.
Lori Cherry. So we need to delete her officially? Do we need any kind of a,
I haven't heard from Lori myself.
well, she didn't respond to my email before when I asked her if she was active.
Well, she hasn't been to a meeting in over a year.
Yeah.
Or longer.
A long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, longer.
Yeah.
And anyone else? What about that? Say Yarborough, but that's not her name.
Mm-mm.
She's an
Have you-
animal. Pardon?
Janet,
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
she
she's,
was not on here.
okay.
She left a while back.
Okay, so do we need any kind of a motion or, to remove her officially?
Yes. Yes, and so what you'll do is, here, y'all make the recommendation, then you bring it before council and council will. I
City
think-
council?
Do we have to do that before
I don't
council? It's
think so.
advisory committee.
No, I
No.
don't think so.
I don't think so. I think y'all can.
Can we vote on it? here?
We did the ordinance identifying how many. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we only appointed them for the animal shelter committee in the resolution.
you're right.
Yeah, that's the
Not for-
But
more
for the advisory
technical.
committee,
Yeah.
you're
Not
good.
very good.
But I think y'all should take action to add
Right,
and remove.
okay, well, I want to propose an action that we remove Lori Cherry from our list of participants in the ACAC. All agree?
What, you need a
Second.
second?
Do I need a second?
Mhm.
Second,
I second.
we'll take a vote.
Yes.
Yeah, all to remove Lori Cherry, say aye.
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 Then opposed?
Nay, opposed?
I can't vote.
Okay,
No, I can't vote either.
okay, so it's unanimous?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just here for the fun.
you're just here for the report, right?
No.
Was Lynette officially on this committee? Because I know she was on the,
She's on the shelter board.
she's on the shelter.
So is she not on the committee?
She's not on the committee. I like keeping Lynette in the loop
Right.
because she's a valued resource for us, but she's not on the committee. But if you want to continue to include her, that's fine. In
Shelter
the
committee?
emails, she's on the shelter board.
Right.
What's a shelter? board?
It's different animal.
We have. that's a
Is it with
different
the
animal.
city?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
but we were
Oh,
including
the shelter
her,
board that we just mentioned, right, with the veterinary inspection and
Yes.
all
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yes.
but we were including Lynette because she does all the microchipping and other volunteer
Yeah.
stuff.
So anything that you're
We'll
sending
keep
out to
her.
ACAC is beneficial to
Should
include.
I CC her?
I would always
Yeah.
CC her, yeah,
Okay,
till she tells you to stop.
okay.
That's
Well,
the
then,
nice thing about her. She'll let you
Would-
know.
With that, okay, with that, I'll conclude that, item. Then number 7 is discussing or possible action on a request to council for approval to add Jennifer Puente to the committee.
And that shows my name and it shouldn't be, but you know, because I'm really not on,
You're not on the,
I'm not
Has-
here.
okay.
I'm just here for the fun.
Jennifer-
You can put my name on there.
Has
Jennifer
Jennifer
Puente?
expressed
Yes.
interest? Oh,
Yeah, she said she wanted to be on it.
No, we just pick random people and throw them on there. Shoot, that's a
just
good
wondering.
pick.
That's a good pick.
I want to make a motion that we add Jennifer Puente to the,
Although I don't believe we need to take it before council.
no, That we-
That's the way that,
add Jennifer Puente to the Animal Control Advisory Committee.
I said,
You second, CJ seconds, so we'll take a vote, I say. Ayes?
Aye.
And approve.
Aye.
1, 2, 3,
and Michelle County.
and Michelle.
Mhm.
So nays, any nays? It's unanimous.
Okay,
Okay, let's move on to the next item, which is item 8, discussing our possible action on volunteer initiative.
Mhm.
Um, would anybody like to enlighten me?
Well, so everybody
the
should have a
volunteer-
copy of Jennifer, when she was the chair, had put this together.
Right,
And there was just such a wealth of information in there, and that's why I shared it with Dalton.
right,
We had a conversation about various volunteer opportunities, and we never implemented that.
right.
So what I had asked Dalton to do after our last city council meeting, I guess, whenever we talked about it, was when you're asking for volunteers, if you say, hey, the animal control facility needs volunteers, you get a blank stare. What we wanted to do was to use it's not a sole source document. She pieced it together from a number of different sources. So don't look at it as a Bible. It's just a good source of information. But to clearly define responsibilities, the
Right,
amount of time that it's going to take, what are the specific duties, and so that's what I was asking Dalton, what help do you need? And let's start developing those volunteer jobs. I need you 6 hours a month, or I need you once a week, or to do these very specific things.
Yeah.
Clean.
There was so much stuff in there. It
Yeah,
could
but-
be an adoption coordinator. It could
right.
be
You
an
need
intake.
to kind of line it out in
Someone who
items.
works with the rescues. There's just a whole lot of information that was in there.
Yeah, dog walkers and
Right.
Is that a PDF that y'all have, or is
You know
that
what?
a booklet
It
that was
is.
created?
Yeah, it's a
It's-
PDF.
okay.
I will find it, Jacqueline, and I'll send it to you.
Thank you so much. And I can help Dalton on that, and we can navigate through it and what's beneficial, what wouldn't be beneficial. If you need a student or if you need a human being, a background check would be beneficial, especially, even though there's no children coming into City Hall, but you never know. But out
Right.
in the open, there is children and so forth and families. So that will be a concern. And just the verbiage too, maybe we'll to navigate through that piece also.
Yeah, I think that would be really good. I noticed a lot of interest stops at when I ask them, okay, cool, can we go ahead and fill out the application? Interest stops.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really running into. So maybe we could take a look at the application and reform it some way if that needs to be done, and just try to make it as easy as possible for them to get in.
can we use something for high school credit for somebody on
We
the
talked about that as well.
internship or
We did.
somewhat
We
for
talked about
pre-vets
that.
and stuff
So
like that?
what you need to be careful of with your students is, this is a business 8 to 5. They're in school 8 to 3,
Uh-huh.
8 to 4. I don't know. They've
Well,
got
weekends, we're
weekends.
closed on
We're
weekends?
closed on the weekends. So we do have somebody that is on a 2-hour call out on Saturdays and Sundays to come feed and clean and all
Right,
that.
well, we could do that
But
then, couldn't we?
exactly. So, but that's part of the application, is we still have to vet the people that are coming in. You
Of
can't
course.
just turn them loose.
Of course. Well, I was thinking faculty might be able to steer us to the right people if we talk to schools. Is
Well,
that a possibility?
Southside is doing, they have a lot of different curriculum that they're working with,
Right,
like EMS and medical and dental
Right,
and this
right.
and that and everything. I have no idea if they have anything other than through their FFA program, if they have students who are wanting to pursue animal
husbandry.
or husbandry or care or whatever.
Right.
I know they have photography.
Yeah.
They can do the photography of the dogs and the animals.
And there you go.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Write that down. But yeah, so there's a number of things that in that packet, Jacqueline, you should have gotten an email. It's a fairly lengthy,
I read it.
and like I said, it's just cobbled together from a number of different sources, but it's a wealth of information. But I think we need to define the roles, the
Mhm.
specific jobs that you're needing assistance with. Start with that and don't do them all. I wouldn't do them all. It's just too overwhelming.
The main ones.
What's the everyday, damn, I wish I had.
4 extra hands?
Yeah, start there.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready to move on to the next item? Item number 9, discuss and or possible action on progress of animal shelter partitions, materials and availability. I'm thinking that would be Dalton's.
So I finally got in touch with Horizon and talked to a salesperson there. They're working up a quote for partitions for the inside kennels, just like the one at the very end. I think Mr. Kirkman saw it. And then for also an exhaust fan for the roof to get some ventilation in the building.
Mhm.
And then I also asked them about some type of a gutter system for the front. So they're working on quotes for that.
Okay. So I will tell you, when Lynette was up here, a couple of observations. She had heard the meeting where we talked about the petitions. She said, just go to, you can buy what you need at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And drill holes in it and zip tie it.
That's what
on.
I was thinking.
You're fine. That's gonna save some money.
Exactly.
The other thing that she said was, when you have a dog inside the kennel, no collars.
Okay.
Collars have to come off.
Okay.
Because with that rudder or with that fence, that
Getting
dog
caught
can
up.
get caught.
Makes sense.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
So I had in my notes from last meeting, you were going to check with Dr. Hill also.
About the partitions,
Yeah.
he
that
saw
was-
no problem with it.
okay.
Actually, he said most vet facilities are like that just for quarantine
What's
purposes.
the material would we get at Home Depot, do you think would be the best?
Like a
Are we looking for plexiglass or
probably plexiglass.
is that what that original one is, plexiglass?
Yeah, something, nothing with open pores or anything like that, so it's easy to clean.
Easy- easy to
Uh,
clean.
Just rinse
Yeah.
off, clean.
Yeah.
So yeah, thicker plexiglass and then just drill holes in the corners and then.
And hang.
Let's
find a way
see
to
what
strap.
Horizon gives you as far as what the
Yeah, just
material
to,
is.
yeah.
And that gives you a good baseline and then go to Home Depot.
And then I asked them about the warranty.
Right,
It's a-
exactly.
It's the 5-year warranty on the building.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and they said that it's pretty specific on voiding it. So there's quite a few.
For the
things.
vent or what?
No, for as in if we start cutting or
Adding
like, as if
things.
we do the vent or something like that,
Exactly,
that would void that warranty.
exactly.
But we're
That's-
almost at the 5-year mark, aren't we?
No,
No, we just got it last
we
year, right?
just opened it. We
It's like
just bought
2
it in
years.
19,
Or
2 years.
19, yeah. 19.
19?
Yeah,
Okay,
late
so we're going
19,
on
yeah.
3 years, you're right.
late 19, so.
Yeah,
2.5
2 years.
I was thinking it was 18 or
Took it a
something.
while
No,
to
no,
get
no.
up
Yeah,
and
he said
We've been
running.
talking about it forever.
Took it a while to get up and running.
Exactly.
And then the gutter system for the front that they would look into it. They said they don't necessarily have anything specifically, but they would. see
Did you
if they-
check with Plates Backhoe? With who? Plates Backhoe, the septic installer? That was the other one I recommended. To Plates Backhoe installed the septic out here.
I don't
So-
remember you recommending.
Yeah.
Oh,
Find
for the
out
gutter
Okay, yeah, but-
system.
for the
yeah, yeah,
gutter
yeah.
system,
Yeah, I'll call them
because the
tomorrow. and see,
runoff
yeah.
needs to go somewhere.
Yeah. I'll
But-
call them tomorrow.
Yeah, check with him
Okay.
and see what he might recommend.
Can I ask about whether dogs have chewed on the vertical beams?
Oh, yeah.
Are we gonna do anything with that? Is there something? we
Yeah, so
can
I've been
do?
spraying, trying to spray vinegar on it to see if that stops them, but it's not stopping them.
What does that sour cherry stuff work?
Well, hold on. Next time you talk to Horizon, let them know that's a problem. Do they have guards? I mean, can we put up a metal guard on those?
Yeah, I
would
was
think a
thinking
stainless wrap would be
stainless
pretty
wrap.
good
I
on the
don't
top.
really
thinking.
want to use
Yeah.
metal because of the edges.
No, it would be
Unless I
out
go
of,
all the
No,
way
it would
up.
have to, it would
All the
be
way up.
tall enough
Okay, yeah.
and, seated on the bottom, and we'd probably have to caulk around it or something to keep
Okay,
them
yeah.
from doing it. But there's got to be
I'll talk to
something.
Verizon.
Yeah, because, and, yeah, let them know what's
Yeah.
going on. Take pictures, send
Okay.
it to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure this is not news to them.
Yeah, I got the salesman's personal number, or not personal, but his work number, so I'll just give him a call and. add
Yeah, that one where that black dog was, I forget what his name
Yeah.
was.
It's the puppy.
No, not the puppy.
the
The Dexter.
Yeah.
Oh, Dexter.
doesn't have
Man,
any-
that inside there is chewed up bad. I don't know if he did it or if that's,
It's the usually the little ones, the puppies. So Toby keeps doing it, and then Kylie keeps doing it, the shepherd.
I still recommend those rawhide chews to calm them down and give them something to gnaw on. so they
Yeah,
don't eat
until
the wood.
until I
Better
get
than
those
wood.
panels up, I can't leave anything in there because
they'll fight
they
over
go
it.
nuts. Yeah.
Oh,
They go-
I know.
Yeah.
So if it's between the fence or something, if they hit it and they lock lips and they just tear.
Okay, that
Alrighty
sounds like
then.
we pretty well covered that issue.
Okay.
Item number 10, discussing or possible action on foster requirements and recruitment. Um,
We're all ears.
Help me out. Well, yeah,
Don't we have a document that's on the
we,
foster
don't we have
requirements?
the specs for a person has to have a certain
Think so.
fence around their yard and
Hold
certain
on, let me go look over
covered shelter for the
here.
animal and can't keep them on the chain, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, it definitely has to be within all our ordinances and state laws.
Because I thought we had a form for foster uh, requirements.
Well, we need to recruit some fosters. I think we should put that on the website or wherever. Shouldn't we?
Dalton, do you
I
use
put
Paw
it on
Boost?
Nextdoor.
Say again?
Paw
Do
Boost.
you?
I
Paw
believe we
Boost?
talked, I believe we talked about, I can't remember if it was Paw Boost or a different one. I think it was a couple meetings ago, we talked about advertising dogs on there. But I don't think we ever implemented it. But yeah, I would definitely be for using anything that would get the dogs out, more exposure.
We could put something on next door saying, we're gonna pay for your food and all this other good stuff if you'll take care of your dog within certain
There is
parameters.
nothing on here that shows,
That's what I want. Some
that's
kind of a,
old. That needs to be, that time needs to be changed on
some
there.
kind of a video, a photo, graphic, not just printed word to catch their attention.
Right.
So there's microchip.
Now, I'll look in my files because I'm pretty sure we had created quite some time ago, probably needs
I'll
updating,
double check too.
but a foster.
This looks like the form that we needed, Dalton.
We need to advertise.
That is
though.
the form we need.
Yeah.
We need to beg and plead for
I was
help.
looking on the website, for it. Not our website, but the other.
I don't know if that's fillable, but
No, I put it up before on
Uh-huh.
Nextdoor
Right.
and Facebook for
Facebook.
fosters.
Yeah, we have the city Facebook
I don't
site
see
too.
anything here that talks about fosters. I see volunteers, but nothing on here even says anything about in your areas of interest.
We could print up some kind of a thing for when people come for penny paws, like when we're showing dogs to get the word out. You know, an advertisement, notice that we could sure use some fosters. Do that
Yeah,
at the
we
same
could-
time.
Well, we could do that. This, totally my perception of this. If I'm a responsible pet owner and my dogs are vaccinated and taken care of and everything, I think the last thing I want to do is bring
I agree.
a stray
I
in
agree.
that I have no medical history on. I don't know the status of that dog. I don't know if it's been vaccinated,
Mm-hmm.
so my point in bringing that up is Penny Paws may not be the right venue for that. Because
We
those are
could be right
responsible
up
pet
on the other
owners.
side of the
Oh.
park where they're doing the monthly
I mean, there's
garage
nothing-
sale,
Well,
where they're doing the monthly yard sale.
where they're doing the microchip and clip, the microchipping and the nail clip,
Uh-huh.
absolutely. Put some information out there. Maybe they know somebody, but that's one way to do it is to get the word out. But I think on your Facebook page and updating this would be
Who would I
helpful.
go to about the website?
You can come, probably me would
Okay.
be best.
Sounds
Because
good.
we're undergoing some transition stuff on the website.
The city website.
Yeah, I've been engaged with GoDaddy for some of the upgrades that we're working on. So
Good.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we don't have a solution, but we're in agreement. Something needs to be done. We'll try to
And I
put forth an
think,
effort.
Dalton, if you and Jacqueline, perhaps since y'all are gonna work on the job descriptions, I think foster is definitely a job description.
Yeah, definitely.
So why don't we make that one a priority?
And I'll look
Jacqueline, are you okay
meanwhile-
with that?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay,
I'll look meanwhile because I thought we had created one
I
of
thought we
those.
did too. We
So
had an
I'll check in my
application or
files.
something.
I'll look on the computer and see if it's in there somewhere.
We did because I think we all filled it out, I thought.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
And you know what? It could be on the website. It's just not on that page. Because I think Chris went in and actually built that page. So
Yeah, I
whatever
think
was
that's
on there
what happened.
before,
Mhm.
he,
Or it could be physically in a file cabinet
that could be.
or city files. But I have a copy of all the stuff that
Good.
we did, so
Okay.
I'll check.
Yeah.
I think I have a copy of everything.
All right, so we need that foster.
Okay, let's move on to the next issue. Number 10, discussing or possible action on foster requirements. We just did
We
that
did
one.
that one.
Okay, number 11, discussing or possible action on MOU with San Antonio Humane Society and Brooks Spay and Neuter Clinic. Okay, MOU is
I thought this was
memorandum,
So interesting.
memorandum of understanding.
When you said it, I thought it was because you had actually contacted her. But when I
No.
looked at the email, that's not what happened at all.
Yeah, and I was like, well, look who decided to show up to the party.
I know. So their
Okay.
prices have obviously gone up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've gone up. So the difference, like a cat spay, we were doing 20, now it's 50.
Really?
That's group
Yes.
pricing, right?
Yes.
Wow.
And those spay and neuter prices are nice and
We never use them for dogs.
No.
Only for cats.
Okay.
So cat spay is 50, cat neuter is 45, where it used to be 20.
Oh, that
That's-
drastically
That's
changes.
drastic.
Because we had said we had a certain amount every quarter, wasn't it?
Mhm. We had committed to a certain amount.
And that really changes it a lot.
I think for comparison purposes, Dalton, could you get our price sheet from Oak Hills
yeah, I can
to
get one.
compare?
Mhm.
And let's just see what the difference is on this. I have this on the agenda, the city council agenda for Thursday. To be honest, there's no reason to not sign the MOU. It's another resource. We're not committing that we're gonna send X number. for-
Yeah, there's no.
Well,
limit
actually,
or-
I haven't read the whole thing, so I probably need to do this.
I didn't see a limit or a number that you have to bring in a year or anything like that.
Yeah,
Am I the group representative or who is?
well, look at this. Again, this arrangement is a courtesy and any etiquette, payment of scheduling violations can result in forfeiture of all group pricing and discounts.
I don't care for myself. My experience
Maybe
is
that's
not
why the
good.
prices went up.
It's possible.
I think it might be helpful to get a price sheet from Oak Hills as well. At least then we'll know.
Would you send them this and
Not to Oak Hills, huh? Don't
no,
send them anything.
don't send them anything?
No, just that,
Oh.
they have a price sheet
Okay.
that they can send us.
Well, you don't have to put the prices, just ask them what the
You
procedure.
want me to check?
I
with-
I
What
would
all
take
of
their
these
old
things
price
are.
list that they gave us
Mhm.
and ask them if they have updated, and if this is still current, or do you have updated pricing for us?
You want me to check with any other vets or?
I would check with Decent as well.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. And remember, for Oak Hills did not want to sign a contract to be our vet of record.
Really?
So
Oak Hill didn't?
Oak Hills did not. And that's fine.
But we have to have a better record.
He is our vet of record, but he did not sign a contract. But he is
okay.
agreed to be our vet of record. But what that means is we're free to use any other facility. We don't have to use him. And so Dalton had asked me a couple weeks ago about possibly using Decent or another vet.
I like decent.
And I've encouraged him to try it out and see from availability, pricing,
What works best?
yeah,
Decent's a lot busier all the time.
They are very
But they're
busy.
very more accommodating to get me in.
They have a lot of vets, quite a few vets working
Yeah.
there.
So this is Brooks.
this is
schedule.
Brooks.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not sure. What is this at the bottom here of the group financial responsibility agreement? We check off what we're gonna use them for,
Yes.
and then we're signing, we'll be responsible to pay for it.
So what would happen was, there's an account already set up. And so Dalton was gonna try to get with Danica about doing a voucher, a spade voucher. And you know what, we could still do that. We pay half, they pay half. You know,
We don't really have any control of the people that go there, that we send there, though. They might,
well, that's the point
they
of the
might
voucher
make them
program.
mad, though. They might, like they said,
Well,
we don't
That's
have,
happened before.
right, that's what I'm saying. So we'll just fly with that anyway, right?
Yeah,
It's
so
the
the
best
things
choice
that
we
we
got.
did, we tried using them for microchip, and I think they would take our microchip, use our microchip so that we could register it and charge us a fee for actually
Inserting it.
inserting it.
Yeah, you have to have a
Yeah.
clinic time.
And then rabies, of course, because if they're not vaccinated, when they come in to be spayed or neutered, they have to be vaccinated. But other than that, and we weren't doing anything with dogs, just cats.
Yeah, okay. Would the city do dogs? Or are you just doing the spay neuter release cat?
Well,
thing?
we were just using them for cats.
We're not gonna send somebody adopts a dog and signs a waiver that, or agreement that they're gonna get these things done within 60 days. And they go here.
Well, so do you know how it works when you show up down there?
Oh, God, I
I want to
don't
fill you
like-
in.
I don't want to tell you how it works. I get in trouble if
No, no,
I
no.
told you how it
So,
works
The way it works
with
is
me.
everybody has the same appointment time,
I know.
7:30 a.m.
I know. Well, you gotta get there early.
Real early,
Yeah. There's
5
a
o'clock in the
line.
morning,
There's a
and you
line.
wait in
That's what
line.
they tell you. There's a line.
Okay, so my point there is, for a reduced cost, you get cattle herded. That's
Yep.
one way. Or we can work with Decent or Oak Hills, where you
Mhm.
get a real appointment
Right.
and maybe work about your program through there.
That's a good idea.
Same
because-
type of thing, but we were using Brooks more for the feral cat.
Okay,
program.
gotcha.
That's really
That
what
makes
it was
sense.
being used for.
I agree with you on that one.
TNR, that's the TNR.
TNR, yes.
Yeah, with the price increase, are we gonna
That's
talk
steep.
about that with the TNR?
Are we in agreement with all these forms? Am I the one
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah. No,
signing it?
this is- No,
We'll sign it, you?
yeah, it'd be me.
Okay, good. The buck stops there.
It is a buck.
But that has to go. council
It's
first, right?
on Thursday's agenda. Yeah. So I think for TNR, we'll go ahead and do this anyway, because it is an additional resource. We're not committing to a certain number, but it is an additional resource. But I would like for you to also to talk with them about a voucher program. And then also with Decent and Oak Hills about voucher programs as well. And let's see what the difference in the price is.
For dogs and cats or just?
Dogs and cats.
Do I need to make a motion that we do this for TNR cats?
If you'd like.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the Humane Society's memorandum of understanding for TNR cats in Sandy Oaks. Any seconds?
I'll second.
Second. Okay, shall we take a vote? I'll
Yes.
say, all four say aye.
Aye.
Three
Michelle, you're on
ayes.
mute.
Any nays? Four ayes?
She might be. Oh, there she is.
Hi.
Hello, Michelle.
It's I.
Oh, it's I, okay. So that was unanimous.
I wonder if the San Antonio Cat Coalition, what they're doing right now, yeah.
Michelle, get a copy of this?
Of the MOU,
Yeah,
did you send it out to everybody?
No,
You did not.
I can send her one.
Okay,
I think I already got it.
say
That
again?
would be a good thing to check.
The only thing is, I think that you'd have to go
you
to,
have to go to the training,
well, besides that, you would have to go to one of their,
whether it's
And
the
people
defense, the
were-
animal
yeah.
defense league or
Ooh.
151.
yeah,
Yeah.
that people were not happy.
Can I
about
tell you a
that.
story?
Well, before you do that, make yourself a note to forward the MOU to everyone on your ACAC email list.
Okay,
So they have it. You know, and I suppose we could, depending on the pricing, because they don't charge for dog spay and neuter, the price is the same regardless of the size of the animal. And I think Oak Hills does
they-
different.
by the way,
It weighs, yeah.
Exactly. So there's
And
no
that's
harm
not a
in
bad price for the
including,
dogs.
well, I was gonna say, there's no harm in including dogs in this.
so do you want to amend my,
Well, no, you're fine, and we'll let council decide what they want to do.
okay, we're gonna, all right.
Nikki, wasn't there an outfit that you knew of?
Yes,
What's the deal with them? They
it's
had opened a
called
facility.
SA Spay and Neuter. They're on Zarzamora.
Okay.
And you have actually been over there.
Oh, yeah, pause on, or wheels.
No, it used to be Wellness on
Yeah,
Wheels,
well,
but it's
almost-
SA
now it's,
Spay
yeah,
Neuter
SA
now.
spay and neuter now.
Yeah, did you talk with them?
So I could never get in contact with anyone that could give me an answer. on
But
a
didn't we
program.
take an animal over there?
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
pick-
but it wasn't through, it was through, oh my gosh, what is her name? Um,
Lynette.
no.
It's contagious.
Yeah, it is.
Just
Um,
keep it down there.
Um, not Lynette.
Anyway.
The other
Anyway,
one.
the one that I worked with the Canada dogs.
Oh, Delion.
Yes.
Mhm.
That was through her.
Okay.
So,
Right now.
but I'll
Okay.
reach out to them again and see if I can get pricing from them as well while I'm doing that.
Yeah, and he's the one who originally talked to me about the voucher program.
Yeah.
So I know they do
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But again, an additional resource.
Yeah, I think his
The more
name was
resources we can
Jack.
get. And then the other thing you might check into, do you know of any vets in Pleasanton?
I think there's one down there,
Do you
but I
live in
don't know who
No,
it is.
sir, I live,
What am I thinking?
Just down the street here.
What am I thinking? Never mind.
Pleasanton feels closer whenever I drive there. So.
It does.
It is.
It's exactly
It's
the
not a
same
bad drive.
distance to
Yeah.
Brooks. We're right in the middle.
There is though.
Yeah.
A veterinarian out here.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
In Pleasanton.
and
What about the?
It's called
China Grove vet? Is
Atascosa
anybody-
Veterinary Clinic.
it's called what?
Atascosa Veterinary Clinic, and I think there's also a Pleasanton Animal Clinic.
There is, and there's also Animal Health International.
And I think there's also closer to Jerdington is, oh my God, what is it called? Chaparral or something, veterinary center? Something like that. But I know for sure there's Atascosa and I know there's Pleasanton Animal Clinic.
Pleasanton Animal Clinic.
Mhm.
She's right, there's Chaparral Veterinary Center.
So Dalton, my thought was more resources are better. Yeah, I would reach
I
out to
agree.
them and just see.
What about the
I just typed
China
it.
Grove vet? Has anybody had experience with him?
Veterinary.
Isn't that
Understand
Penny
there-
Cross?
Is that Penny
No,
Cross?
that's wellness. What's that
Oh.
one called?
So-
Healthy Pet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Healthy, yeah.
Chaparral looks like it's wild
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
animal,
No.
exotic
No.
animal.
which one would be bad to have here
that's the one that,
for everything else?
Yeah.
You never know what you run into.
I'm ready to,
Hedgehogs, cichlids.
Yeah,
For-
exactly, right.
item number 12, if
Okay,
we're all finished.
and the time is?
The time is,
7:35.
7:35. Thank you, everybody, for helping me.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
evening.
It was a 1 hour meeting.